everyone, welcome to my new YouTube
Hey,
channel.
what are you doing over there exactly?
Starting one of the new YouTube channels. You know, kind of like broke free from your clutches, made it all public so that you can't really stop me anymore.
Oh, right. You're still doing that? I still don't think it's a good idea.
Can I at least try? Or are you just gonna butt in all the time?
Oh, okay, fine. Go ahead. It's not gonna work, but go ahead.
Hey guys, welcome back to my new YouTube channel, Keeoh's Hole.
I still think this is a terrible idea, by the way.
Dude, can you get out of here? Like, seriously. All right, welcome to my 5th YouTube channel, Keeoh's Hole. And if you're watching this, I'm assuming you have a lot of questions, like why have 5 channels? What are they about? And we're gonna get into all that. So let's just dive right in. For a long time now, I've thought that content is king. If you were to post a good video, it didn't really matter what channel it was posted on or where it got uploaded. If it was good content, it would do well. And I found that to be true for the better part of my entire YouTube creator career. But in the last year or so, I think the game has changed a little bit. I've seen multiple examples of things that I thought were really good content on my channel and not on my channel that just didn't do well. And maybe those videos actually weren't good, or the thumbnails weren't clickable enough, or there's a million other reasons. But after you see data enough, you kind of start to pick apart and figure out, okay, why did something not do well? And so let me walk you through the process of how videos kind of go out on different platforms. So for stuff like TikTok, Instagram Reels, even Twitter, it sends everything out to, yeah, partially your followers, but then depending upon how it does with your followers or not, it doesn't really matter. It's going to go out to other people. If your audience doesn't really resonate with that video, it'll kind of stop showing it to your audience because it thinks, oh, maybe those people don't really like it. And then say TikTok goes, okay, hey, we're going to try out a few different types of people that might be interested in this video. And if it does really well with them, then the video will blow up in a completely different niche. That's why followers on TikTok don't really matter. Or even my Instagram Clips account, for example, gets hundreds of thousands of views with only 5,000 followers, which is awesome. A really cool thing about the platform. YouTube, on the other hand, has a slightly different strategy. And it's not that one is better than the other. You just kind of need to adapt and cater towards each platform. If I upload a video on YouTube, it will send it out mainly to people that are subscribed to me or have already watched my content. There are some new viewers, but based on how those people receive the video, that is the entire determining factor on how that video is going to perform. If the people that already watch my content don't like the type of video that I just uploaded, YouTube takes that video out back and shoots it multiple times. It will not have a chance in the YouTube algorithm. They don't try to go and experiment and send it to new niches or try out a different place. It just goes, wow, this guy's audience hated that type of content. Let's kill it. So for me personally, a creator that has built a largely Valorant audience, whenever I try to take a step outside of Valorant, I get pretty discouraged and shut down. And it's not because people don't necessarily like that content. It's because whenever I try to take a step outside of the Valorant niche, say this circle right here is my Valorant niche. If I were to take a step outside and make like rock climbing content, that's like a completely different niche that might have a little bit of overlap with some of this Valorant niche over here. But realistically, the majority of people that play Valorant probably aren't interested in rock climbing content. As a result of this, I've posted a few rock climbing videos on my main YouTube channel, and they didn't do amazing. Which also makes sense because I'm not really a rock climbing content creator, you know? So my solution to this is to make more channels for different reasons, for different purposes, for different buckets of types of content. Different types of content outside of the Valorant niche not doing well isn't a flaw of the algorithm working against me. It's it working properly. It's trying to assess my audience from the audience that I've already built, and it's working well. There's no reason to try and mix it up when we have a perfectly good system. We just need to utilize it properly. So I do want to expand my main YouTube channel outside of Valorant, but the way that I need to go about doing that is taking smaller stabs over a longer period of time. And anytime I upload a video, I kind of need to keep this rule in mind. Not necessarily, oh, I have to make Valorant content, but how is this video going to resonate with the audience that I've built mainly from Valorant? So if it's an idea that's expanding on this more broad, or I just think, hey, there's probably a lot of Valorant players that are interested in this, then obviously that can go on the main channel. In the long run, I kind of want to be able to post anything on my main channel, but that process is going to take a little bit of time. And also, I want to use these other channels to figure out what kind of content I want to do, what I'm actually good at, and to just, I don't know, have some fun without the pressure of performance and everything. So with that, let me break down every single channel and kind of some of the reasons as to why we're doing all this. You don't really have to memorize this or keep track of it, but hopefully these videos come up into your feed and you might just see videos from different channels. And if you like watching content from me, I hope they get recommended to you and I hope you enjoy them. So yeah, main channel is exactly what I just subscribed. Valorant focused content, but mainly content that is focused towards what the audience already is. There kind of isn't really like a very clear rule of thumb that we're going to be using on this. Sometimes something might feel like it belongs on a different channel, but we're going to send it on the main channel anyway, just to see how it does. Again, this is going to be a long-term process because, you know, there are creators like Ludwig or Moist Critical that can upload anything because they've built their entire channel, not around a game or a niche, but them. So when they do anything, those videos can do well. And that's kind of the direction I'd like to go, but it's going to take a little bit of time. As for my second channel, Keeoh Plus, this one is going to have a little bit of a change, but I think it's a really good one that most people are going to be happy with. So Keeoh Plus is now going to be pretty much exclusively our Valorant channel. It'll have things like Premiere, as well as the uncut games uploaded pretty much daily. What this channel is losing is our variety content. But hold on, this is a good thing. I've really thought through this a lot, and I've really kind of messed up with Keeoh Plus. For the longest time, this was our second channel, and I was uploading variety content. Those videos were doing well. But then over the last few years, we started Valorantifying the channel, and now the audience there is mainly Valorant people, which isn't a bad thing. Again, the system is working as intended, so let's utilize it, and we have a great system set up with Keeoh Plus right now. The biggest problem that I had with the channel is that if somebody found me from a game where I was playing Overwatch or Peak with friends and stuff, and they were like, wow, this content's awesome, and then the next 16 uploads straight were unedited Valorant content, it would kind of throw that viewer off. So it makes sense to have our variety content on a separate place that doesn't include Valorant at all, if that makes sense. My third channel, Keeoh Live, has no changes happening. That's just my live streaming channel. In my own personal experience, whenever I've live streamed on a channel that I'm consistently uploading on, I've had negative stats like across the board on all the videos that I upload while I'm continuously live streaming. So it's just better to have a separate channel for that. That's about it. There's no real other reason for that. But the fourth channel, Keeoh Copium, is now the variety channel. This is kind of what I was hoping Keeoh Plus originally would be, but obviously it makes sense the direction it's gone. And now I'm really excited for this because now we have a place to make variety content that's not going to go to the main channel, but also not just going to go to the wasteland of Keeoh Plus videos, if that makes sense. So there'll be decently edited videos, variety type of content with generally like lower stakes, I want to say. So if I end up playing Overwatch with one of my friends or something, we'll probably turn that session like into a video. Or if I play a variety like friend slop game, that'll get turned into a video as well and put on the variety channel. As well as pretty much anything from stream that basically doesn't feel like it should be a main channel video and isn't Valorant goes on this channel. And that brings us to this channel, Keeoh's Hole, which I know you guys are all super excited about. This channel is my non-gaming channel. The types of uploads might be kind of all over the place, but basically it's just not gaming. So if I want to sit down and talk about something that I feel like, you know, as a streamer or a content creator or even Valorant player that I have a valid opinion on, hey, maybe this is a place for us to start a conversation or talk about something like that. I have a pretty strict rule in my streams and YouTube videos that is not talking about politics or religion, just kind of blanket statement across the board, because at the end of the day, I play video games. I don't need to have an opinion on everything, and I think a lot of those things can be really divisive, and at the end of the day, we're trying to have a positive impact on people. And I know with how divisive some of these subjects can be, it can be really hard to have a positive impact if you're, you know, taking a stance on something in some way. So I've made it a very intentional decision to not talk about politics and religion, and that'll stay pretty much the same way. Maybe we'll get into theology a little bit more. Definitely not politics. I have a lot of interests in like theology, psychology, and philosophy. So there's probably some things that like lean into the religious territory that I would love to talk about. Like, you know, I don't know, consciousness is something that's super interesting to me that I would love to dive into. Something I've been researching recently that I haven't talked about at all is Eastern religion versus Western religion, and the viewpoints of those is just really fascinating. As someone who grew up with like a Western religious background and has that as like the foundational building blocks for my entire worldview, learning about Eastern religion and how like your brain operates and you think about God is like a really cool thing. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Those are things I'm really interested about, and I do a lot of reading and research about all these things, and I'd love to share some of that stuff with you. So if you're interested in that type of stuff, as well as potentially rock climbing content, vlog content, that's all going to be on this channel, Keeoh's Hole, because we've fallen into the despair of Valorant Hole for too long. So yeah, this just feels really fun. It feels like I'm almost starting fresh as a content creator, but also with such a large amount of people that are like potentially interested in all of this stuff. I'm very excited for both of these channels to get kicked off finally. So yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly how much we're going to upload on either of these channels. There could be a lot of scarcity for a while, but depending upon how they do, this could be the direction that like I put most of my focus into for a while. I don't really know. I don't want to commit to anything super hard. And eventually, if we find a really good footing with variety content and understand how to implement that into the main channel a little bit more, that might be the direction we go. But for now, the system is working as intended. I shouldn't be upset about that or try to take too many stabs that are like far out from what I've built up as the current audience. Long story short. I know that was a really long explanation. So quick review of the channels. The main channel, mainly Valorant content or things that apply to Valorant people. Second channel, exclusively Valorant content, but mainly unedited stuff. Keeoh Live is my live streaming channel. Keeoh Copium is my variety gaming channel. And Keeoh's Hole is my non-gaming channel, where so many things could be uploaded here. I'm super excited for all these changes. I hope you guys are as well. And if you want to follow along, make sure you're subscribed to this channel, Keeoh Copium. You know, just go subscribe to all of them, you know? That'd be awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and welcome to Keeoh's Hole. Bye-bye.